Hello,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Good to be together for another midweek update. Amy and I are here again. Outside's a full parking lot, or starting to get fuller by the minute as folks gather for the second harvest. And we wanted just to come and give a couple of updates and looking ahead as well. In the spirit of that, I just want to remind everyone to really take a good look at the newsletter that Haley has so beautifully laid out and colorfully laid out for us. There's a bunch of things. There's things that are happening at the university and with Peace Week upcoming, and things in the community, upcoming fellowship events, the spring cleaning announcement. So just look that over, or reach out if you have questions about something that's up and coming there. Lots of new things there in the newsletter to see.
And then before we start talking about some things regarding Holy Week, I want to remind folks that this Sunday, April 13th, we will be remembering Lois Snyder. Lois spent the last 5 years in healthcare, and maybe some of you haven't had as much contact with her. She died in October of this past year, and the family is gathering in to remember her. So I invite all of you to gather in and remember Lois. It will be live streamed as usual. Visitation is here at the church at 1:30 on Sunday, and the service is here at the church at 2.
Yeah, so we look forward to that time to remember Lois and be together in the afternoon. We wanted, as you mentioned, to talk just a little bit about Holy Week, and beginning with Palm Sunday, that is this Sunday. We are going to be doing the palms a little bit different. When you come in, there's an opportunity from the ushers to receive a palm branch. And Amy, you mentioned that these palms are allergen free.
Yeah, they're not real palms because we have
Exactly.
several folks in the church who have allergies. So, wanting to be friendly to everyone.
Okay. Um, so the palm branches will be there at the door, and then during the hymn, you'll see it noted in the bulletin. You'll be invited as we sing the gathering hymn to come forward and bring the palm branches forward. So we look forward to that movement, as well as Jim Chinworth is going to be providing the message. There's some other special sharing and special music that's happening amidst the service. So we look forward for that as we kind of kick off our Holy Week on Sunday. And then, Amy, do you want to share a little bit about Love Feast then on that Thursday?
Yeah, we have had in the last 2 years opportunity to do Love Feast on Sunday mornings in the fall. And so we know that there are folks who are sort of new to this ordinance in the Church of the Brethren, this service that we do. So we want to really encourage you to come at 6 o'clock for the four movements, which are a time of preparation, um, the agape meal, feet washing, and communion. And feel free to come and participate to your level of comfort. You can sing the hymns while other folks are washing feet, or join in and try something new. And for those who have done it their whole lives, come with a spirit of just including everyone, especially those who might be still just learning what all of this is. It's a beautiful service. The Communion Committee is hard at work to provide a very simple meal of the traditional beef broth and sop, and also a vegan lentil dish to go with it. So we've got some things for everyone. We hope to see you there, 6 o'clock on Thursday, April 17th.
And as I mentioned again, there's a list of all of this Holy Week happenings in the newsletter that's laid out. There's a Good Friday service as well. Then on that Friday, hosted by the Fellowship of Churches at Zion Lutheran. And then just wanted to touch briefly on Easter morning. Wanted to mention a couple of things. One, that the youth will be hosting the breakfast, and folks will be invited to bring fruit. So if you want to bring fruit for kind of like a stone fruit soup, or so to speak, or just different varieties of fruit salads, the youth will be providing all the other food for that day. So we invite you to be part of that following the sunrise service out in the Memorial Garden. And then also wanted to mention that after that time, there's usually, kind of a gap between the breakfast and our Easter worship at 9:30. And so there's going to be coloring again that'll be out in the narthex, and also fellowship and worship decor are working to create a space for a time to take photographs and pictures. So maybe you have your whole family there, or you're there with some friends and want to take some pictures in the spirit of Easter, or also in the spirit of updating your photos for the pictorial directory. Could
Always,
be could
please.
be both, right? You're probably not thinking about that, but fellowship is, and as we're working on that, that's a good thing to think about. So we want to invite you to any of these things as we enter into Holy Week, as you feel led. And again, all that stuff is in the newsletter. Anything else, Amy, that we might share?
I don't think so. It's a wonderful time for us to be together as community.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.